Good morning, everyone. My name is David Targett. I am one of the graduate assistants in the Office of Gift Planning, and I have with me today Miss Tia Price. How are you?
Hi, I'm doing great. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us. I was hoping to get us started. You could just give us a little bit of an introduction, let our people know who you are and when you went to St. John's and everything.
Okay, well, my name is Tia Price. I am a graduate of the College of Professional Studies, class of 2009 at St. John's. Um, Love St. John's, so many great memories there. So after graduating, I started my career um, in wellness. I started working as a mental health clerk
Hmm.
for Rikers Island.
Okay.
And then I actually developed my career even more, and I went back to school and I wanted to learn more about the field that I was working in as a clerk.
Mhm.
It really interested me. So I wanted to learn more, and I went back to school and I became a mental health counselor. So now I work independently. I work at Northwell Health, and I also work with a company called Effective Care, where we do counseling for clients. We also have psychiatrists on our staff. We have social workers. So there, I also teach meditation, and I also do some life coaching as well.
Awesome. Working at Rikers Island must have been pretty interesting.
It was very interesting. There was never a boring day at
I
work.
can imagine.
Yeah, it was very interesting, but it also taught me a lot of lessons, and it actually helped me understand people more because there's a diverse group of
Right.
people there. So it actually helped me a lot. So I'm really thankful.
Right. Well, with us having a focus on health and wellness this month with the Office of Gift Planning, um, you brought up a really important issue that I think needs to be addressed more and more every day, which is what you said, mental health, and especially with, we're still dealing with the coronavirus and many people have to remain isolated. So I think now more than ever, and you're seeing an uprise in like um, the interest around mental health and how important it is for people to be conscious of their mental health and just know that there's everyone's going through different things. So you said you're into meditation. Can you kind of tell me a little bit about what exactly meditation is and let our alumni who don't know exactly what it is about tell them about it?
Sure. So, the best way I like to describe meditation is it's just a form of practice about training in awareness. It's learning to observe your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions without any judgment. It's a skill, just like exercise, that you need to practice, you need to be consistent with in order to see results.
Right.
um, there's one big misconception, excuse me, with meditation is that, there's like a right or wrong way to do it. And there actually isn't no right or wrong way to do it because everyone's different. It's all about how you feel as a person,
Mhm.
how it's affecting you as a person. So there is no right or wrong way. I get that question a lot, like, how do I know? If I'm doing it the right way, and I'm like, there is no right way. I think when you put that idea in your head, you're kind of setting yourself up for um, to produce some sort of result. So there
Right.
is no right or wrong way.
Mhm.
It's just a practice. It's about training your mind, about being more aware and more attuned with yourself and your body.
Right. Um, so I've actually read quite a bit about meditation. Like I've read all about the wonders it could do. They actually just I believe they just released a Netflix show called Headspace, and
Yeah.
it's about all about meditation. And I'm definitely gonna take a stab at it this weekend. But yoga, I mean not yoga, meditation is like you said, it's a skill. It's something that needs to be developed. It's not something that you're just automatically good at because I've tried in the past and it is a skill, like you said. You have to work at it like as if it was a sport. Um, what tips would you give or advice would you give to someone who was maybe interested in dabbling with meditation and trying to explore the benefits that meditation can provide someone?
The first thing I would say is be present and set an intention. Um, I feel like when you set an intention with your meditation practice, it allows you to have something to focus on while you're meditating. So with your thoughts, your thoughts might tend to drift away, might be focusing on what am I going to make for dinner? What am I going to
Yeah.
talk with my friends about later? Your thoughts might be scattered. When you set an intention, it gives you something to focus on. That's one tip. Another tip I would say is to set up a schedule,
Hmm.
be consistent. So if you know when you get home, let's say you get home at 5 o'clock for the evening, um, set a time. Maybe when I get home before I do anything else, maybe at 5:30, I'm gonna meditate for about 15, 20 minutes. Be consistent with that because when you
Yeah.
start to be consistent, you're actually training yourself, and that's part of um, developing a deeper practice with meditation is just being consistent
Right.
and setting a schedule, and showing up and setting an intention. I would say those are the top things that you should do if you're really interested in starting a new meditation practice.
Um, so I'm a little confused. Can you go a little bit deeper into, or not deeper, but just kind of explain what do you mean by like set an intention in terms of when you're trying to get into your meditation?
Sure. So, an intention is something that you want to take out of the meditation.
Okay.
So, an intention would be, for example, um, I want to be less anxious about an upcoming project I have. I want to not have so much anxiety. So if you set that intention, like I'm going to focus on trying to not be so anxious, I'm going to focus on, trying to be still and be, not so scattered with my thoughts. That is something that you're going to focus on when you're meditating. So if you notice that your thoughts are kind of going all over the place,
Hmm.
that's fine. Just always bring yourself back to that intention of
Okay.
your purpose. Mhm.
That makes sense. Um, and then so like I was saying a little earlier, like mental health is becoming isn't becoming it is important and has been important, but now it's kind of in the limelight because I feel like there's more people struggling with it now, like because of the coronavirus and the lockdowns. And I feel like the the older generation is kind of forced to be in this sort of isolation state just to stay safe and put their health and safety foremost. But um, how would you or what advice would you kind of give to someone to keep like their mental health at like the forefront of the things that they think about and know that it's okay that if they are struggling with whatever it may be from just being alone all the time and not having that social interaction pre-COVID. Um, is there any like mental health advice that you would give to someone who may or may not be struggling with everything going on right now? Because there is a lot going on.
Right, there is a lot going on, and being isolated from your friends and family can do a toll on your mental health. Um, One thing to remember is that this is only temporary.
Right.
Um, we are not going to be like this forever. And I know that's easier to say than what you're feeling at the moment.
Yeah.
But this is temporary. So if you can try to keep that in the back of your mind that this is temporary, that can help a little. Another thing I would say is to, just reach out more with your friends and family,
Hmm.
whether it's, Zoom calls, text messages, emails, whatever you can do. Just reach out a little bit more to your friends and family that might be struggling with being isolated. Um, Another thing I would say is take
Hmm.
up meditation.
Yeah.
um, when you're alone, this is the perfect time to kind of get more in touch with yourself.
Hmm.
Right now, a lot of us have more time with ourselves and our thoughts, and we're not around our usual friends and family. We're not doing our usual activities. We're
Hmm.
spending more time with ourselves. So, this is a great time for us to get in touch with ourselves and meditate. This is a good time to also start a practice. We have time to sit,
Right.
and just take that time and just kind of, you know, see how it feels. If you've never meditated before, this would be a good time to probably take up a new hobby, a practice.
Right.
Um, yeah, so this is something that can actually might change your life. It might be something that you take up now during quarantine, but it can be a part of your daily routine.
Right. Okay. That was perfect. So I just wanted to thank Miss Tia Price for joining us today, talking about a very important issue and how to combat any issues that you may be having right now. Um, I think mental health is really important, and it's going to continue to stay important for a long time. So everyone, try meditation. Miss Tia Price gave us some great tips today on how to get started. So thank you again for joining us today. This was great. I know our alumni are going to enjoy this. So thank you.
Thank you. And, if anyone out there wants someone to kind of introduce them or help them start a new practice or cultivate a practice that they're already doing, you can always reach out to me at tiaprice.net, NET, or you can also reach me at healerswanted.com.
Awesome. So I'll link that in our e-newsletter. So I'll make sure that the alumni can our alumni can know where to find your email and website.
Okay, thank you.
Perfect.
All right. Take care. Thanks
All right.
again.